muno ni nyina.
Kana ka beautiful.
Muno.
Very beautiful.
Agwa gute bantu bakebona na yabali. Bai babuku bai bachiki.
Ya, dala mentero, ¿qué puede?
Kankoni. In a small village, far from the noise of the world, lives a story of need. And one man's mission is to meet it. Far from the cities and the spotlight, there are communities that carry the weight of poverty quietly. But in this silence, hope is rising. Through the work of Wiselinks Foundation, at the heart of the mission is Eric Munene Mati, a man driven by compassion and faith in bringing change. In today's mission, we accompany him to deliver the much-needed aid to one of the most vulnerable families in this village. This is a story of one able differently girl that's life is about to change, courtesy of Wiselinks Foundation and the Heart of Compassion.
Tushite twita gikundi kia Wiselinks, muntoto wa Wiselinks kuma kuria Ntambo, turutawirwa gutethia kunenkana wheelchairs, kunenkana nto kumakira nyomba mathina nkurani nitwerwe mucio wina mwana ena thina ya kuthie tuona tucote kwa mundu tugucana Wiselinks no munene tugucana we tuce kuona kaumbi kenda tubota kumutethia utethio tutethagia mau mangi talu tukona kaumbi na kwenda wheelchair twita Wiselinks Foundation tukumutethia na wheelchair kenda mubota kumuruguta kama mukamubira bantu atie gutindaga akianga uko na maguru ayo wenka Nugu twasho guco cwa kaumbi
Nani bita kwa rushi wambaka. Cwa kaumbi.
Mina kara wako.
Minati. Manga kadingi wali muti kai kuracha muno.
Kutera bina ko no wikaraga nake.
Bikaraga nawe.
Okay. Na otagu angirensi yawa. No twende kumenya ingi challenges itina ici ingi akoragwa nacio. Ikenda ntuma munago tungitethania.
Kaumbi is a 13-year-old girl who was born just like any other normal child. This is the grandmother explaining to us that she is the primary caregiver of the 13-year-old girl who is nonverbal and can't even walk. She's telling us that the mother works in a nearby home so that she can be able to fend for them, and that while the mother is at work, she's the one who is left taking care of this beautiful 13-year-old girl who has had challenges all her life. She's the second child to the mother, who is a single mother and only relies on manual work to be able to support her children and her aging mother.
Timuru.
Ai tako mamu akaumbi.
Ai baba o. Ti barasa. Kamulia ka kuma.
Meko monenka wichi ati mwisho. No atumutethie bo tutethagia mau mangi mpeka.
No, tatuani urucheni. Ndio?
Tutia tuone.
Kidogo tu.
Kwa hivyo nwathira ugu atiomba gutibana atirungama kana ini.
Arungama. Ukamurungamia ugu. Maru matiko. Lakini ni chinwa abore ambiririe kuthie na maru. Ni arungama lakini maguru make makonanagia kuguru kumwe ni gukuritania kukungi.
The grandmother is explaining to us that while Kaumbi was still a baby, she could attempt to stand, but eventually she adopted into walking by force. Her legs are quite weak, as you can see. I think this was due to prolonged period that she has spent just walking by force. Today, Wiselinks Foundation is about to bring some relief in this home by donating a wheelchair that will enable little Kaumbi to move around with ease and even making it bearable for her caregivers. She is 13, still in diapers, non-verbal, and she's even never taken a single step. Kaumbi depends entirely on her grandmother's strength. But what about her dignity, her right to move, to experience, and to live? Wiselinks Foundation saw her and answered. With a wheelchair as a gift, this becomes a life-changing moment for beautiful Kaumbi. Because every child, regardless of ability, deserves to be seen, supported, and celebrated. Every day, Kaumbi's mother wakes up early. She lifts Kaumbi with care and patience, attend to every need. That includes feeding, bathing her, and changing her. Her hands tell a story of endless sacrifice, of quiet love, and knows no limits. For years, she has been Kaumbi's world, her protector, and her voice. Living with severe disability is a daily struggle. For Kaumbi, even the simplest moments are impossible without help. She is nonverbal and unable to tell her story in words. Yet her eyes speaks volume about the desire to connect, to explore, and to be seen. But without mobility, her world has been confined to the four walls of her room.
Very beautiful. Smart, eh?
lakini atibecagwo ali
Nyalijawengwa.
atibecagwo
So the hands are okay.
atibecagwo kali chagali we lakini kurwara ku arwari
Kaumbi's today's story is of hope because Wiselinks Foundation steps in with a simple yet profound gift, a wheelchair. It's more than just a wheelchair with wheels. It is a promise of freedom, independence, and dignity. It is a key that opens the door to a new world of little Miss Kaumbi.
Mtoto naomba tatu mwingine. Encho. Mama ni nini? Twende tukapande. Tozi. Mama tatu mwingine. Wani ndio talangali ndio kwenda wewe.
Jamani nakuta ombi. Sasa mtoto hiyo. Nani akuka ombi?
Twekale ndegwe twekale. Mamutiga. Ano kali, atiko kaba.
Nani akuka ombi?
Ni aku.
Kalia gari.
Twende.
Shikilia hapo.
Twende.
Shikilia kwanza. Ni smart. Ni smart. Kiambatire ni mzuri. Kiambatire mwana kiambatire ni mzuri. Mzuri. Sukuma hivi. Twende.
Kuja hivi. Kuja hivi tuone. Tembea. Hivyo. Wow.
Twende tukaimbe kanisa.
Kuja.
Kaumbi was very resistant to the idea of the wheelchair at first.
Smart.
Twende
Probably maybe she thought we wanted to take her away. But look at her now.
Because she's not used to it.
She's aware that there is no danger, and pretty much she seems to be enjoying her new status. This is also emotional. The things we just take for granted. But thank you to Wiselinks Foundation. Today's Kaumbi's life will never be the same again. Today, her caregivers have gotten some sort of relief. She's happy now.
Akora kamu
Kaumbi.
She's now a happy girl.
Yeah.
She has accepted the wheelchair,
Yeah.
and she knows that we are friends.
Yeah. Of course.
We mean well.
Yeah.
Are you happy?
Yeah.
High five.
High five.
High five.
Good.
And me? Greet me. Wow.
Nagukena.
Ngagukena.
Indi kimesirika tukwenda kumukia.
No nada tukwenda gutoroka naye.
Akamato. Kwenda kuwabaunga kali. Nakwenda gose.
Tuone ngozi yake.
Tuone.
Tuone inde kia Kenya.
Yeah, Indo. Yeah.
It is a celebration from us, the Wiselinks Foundation and Kaumbi's family, because for the very first time in 13 years, Kaumbi will be able to move independently, to experience her surroundings in a way she never had before. Her grandmother's burden lightens, knowing that Kaumbi has more freedom, more comfort, and more possibility. The wheelchair is not just mobility, it is hope in motion. Kaumbi's story is one of many of children whose disabilities often render them invisible in society's eyes. But every child, no matter the ability, deserves dignity. Every child deserves the chance to move, to be heard, and to be embraced by the world. Organizations like Wiselinks Foundation are changing lives, one wheelchair at a time, reminding us that all the compassion, care, and inclusion can transform futures. Today, Kaumbi begins a new chapter, a chapter where wheels carry not just her body, but her dreams, where her grandmother's love meets the power of possibility. Because dignity is a right, not a privilege, and every child deserves to live with hope.
Ali no kumenyeria.
Na kurutanwa.
No kurutanwa. Akarutanwa no kurutanwa. Yeah.
Kaumbi's story is just one child, one grandmother, one wheelchair. But behind every story like Kaumbi's, there are thousands more waiting to be seen, waiting to be heard, waiting for someone to care. Today we've witnessed the power of compassion, how a single act of kindness can change a life. Kaumbi's may not speak with words, but through your support, she now speaks through movement, through presence, through possibility. Her grandmother, who has carried not just a child, but an entire lifetime of responsibility, can now breathe a little easier. This is the impact of love in action. But the journey does not end here. Across our communities, there are many more children like Kaumbi. Children who cannot walk, children who are nonverbal, children who are still in diapers long after their peers, children whose stories remain untold. until someone steps forward. Wiselinks Foundation cannot do this alone. We need partners. We need hearts that are willing, hands that are ready, and voices that will speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves. Whether you are an individual, a business, an organization, or simply someone who believes in dignity and inclusion, we invite you to stand with us. Support a child, equip a caregiver, sponsor a wheelchair. Help us expand this work into more homes, more communities, and more lives. Partnership is powerful. Together, we can restore hope where there was despair. Together, we can offer dignity where there was isolation. Together, we can move from sympathy to impact. So we ask, will you walk with us? Will you help us roll hope into the lives of those who need it most? Kaumbi's journey has just begun. Let our story be a reminder that when we come together, no child is ever truly alone. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for caring. Let's keep on bringing impact to the society whenever we can and whenever we are able to. Thank you so much, the Wiselinks Foundation, for putting a smile on this beautiful girl's face. Truly, her life will never be the same again. It's been me, your girl, Lydia Simba, and the one and only Kobenata Africa, bringing you these life-changing stories, one story at a time.